And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 213. And joining me this week, we got Bruno,
That's me.
and not a special guest.
Nope.
It was the number dude. We have to wait another 100 episodes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 6 years. What the hell?
Dog, we got the fucking. Oh, can I reserve this number? Yeah, I can reserve this number. Fucking, I'll just fucking kickball. What type of adult kickball league? I've never
I
heard of
don't
such a
know.
thing.
I don't know.
Heard of a men's softball league, but never a men's kickball league. Well, I think they have to have females. I lied because they were all like trying to figure out what females could actually like sport.
It's like the find what females would actually play and get it on the team.
Yep. But I digress. Anyways, we got a whole week's worth of stuff to talk about.
Sure
I don't know.
do.
I mean, your truck's in 1,000 pieces.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. It wasn't 1,000 pieces to install like 3 light bulbs.
It actually was not for lights. It was for switches. But yes,
I thought the switches were for the lights.
sure. And whatever else I feel like.
But did you not put the light bulbs in with after the switches?
They're just not wired yet. But yeah, that's part of the plan.
Oh, okay. This whole endeavor was just the switch box? I thought this was everything.
Oh no, that was fucking switches. Those only switches.
That was only switches?
Yeah, that was switches.
Is this
Bro, I put in the reverse lights like a week ago. They were easy as shit.
Yeah. I thought that
But that wasn't
okay.
wiring. And they're gonna come on a switch, not my reverse.
Do you want them to come on your reverse?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I want to be able to flip that switch so I don't blind the fuck out
So
of people.
so does the car know about any of these new lights? Or is it all switch based?
It's all switch based.
Okay.
Well, we'll get into that.
Well, I think you should try to well, I think you need I mean, your car has the feature that if your headlights are on, it turns on lights, so you need to tap into that feature.
So like, I don't have any lights that can just run while I'm driving.
Why not?
I didn't put any on. That wasn't part of the plan.
But you should have daylight. Don't you have daytime running lights?
Yeah, and they come on.
Tap into those fuckers.
But to do what?
I don't know. Have lights on all the time. Where's your neon? Where's your neon little whip?
I don't want to put them on. Also, they're like not okay. That's
What
like
do
a
you mean?
flag saying, "Hey, pull me over."
Yeah, come on, whip. You said it yourself. You don't drive that much. Gotta strut your stuff.
I guess, dude. So like, okay, it's a Jeep Gladiator. To those people listening, there's on top of the dash a little tray. I put a box that has switches in that tray. You know, take out the screen and then throw some lights there, right? Or some switches there, right?
Yes.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Take out the screen. I did it. Okay?
Easy. Out.
Screen was out. Well, I thought I was done after that. Like, that was the hard part.
Nope.
Man, was I fucking wrong. Most dashboards, like that area, you could almost crawl up inside and sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, on Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators, because they're the same, it's like nothing. There's nothing there. There's no room for shit. Okay?
Damn.
So to get a wire from behind my infotainment screen
Mm-hmm.
through the firewall to the engine bay,
Mm-hmm.
I had to take apart most of the inside of my truck until it looked like this.
It's a little aggressive.
So I just kept pulling stuff off. I had a fucking pile of screws. And everything's got these stupid clips. And then I finally got a wire through, figured it out, sent a wire. I dropped a socket down into the bowels of my truck that I had to find. That shit was hard as fuck to get to. But I did it. And it's
You
all
know what
back
I hate?
together and looks fine.
I never liked the design choice of like baggy ass like shifter like cover thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's the cheap option, is what it is.
It is. I just always found them like quite not
It's the
the
cheap option that also fully encloses.
yeah.
Because it's so much more work if you do like a gated shifter, for instance,
Mhm.
or just like a slot. That slot goes through your car. That's like an outside to inside source. So that makes things loud and it makes it like heat comes through there a lot. So kind of got to work with what you got, unfortunately, or have it
Yeah.
electronic. And then shit just breaks. I mean, like the left lever, my four-wheel drive lever is manual and
Mhm.
has linkage. The right one is electronic.
I assumed. I assumed the left was mechanical. Just don't you have a bunch of diffs? Or only in the back?
That's the transfer case selector.
Gotcha.
I have a front diff because I have a solid axle. That's just
Alright.
like two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, neutral, four low. That's all
Gotcha.
that is. The right up forwards of it on the dash, that's my locker controls for the axles.
Oh, okay.
The big red panel.
I thought you might have to put that in like some weird position and you got like
Uh, I forget what the whole shit is. I think I can do. No, I think it's only in four low. I think it has to be in four low, then I can do lockers.
gotcha.
So yeah,
Oh well.
I had to rip apart the whole thing. It kind
Yeah.
of sucked. All
I mean
because
it
of the
doesn't
wire. Like I going into this, I thought, oh, big scary part. I gotta drill an inch and a half hole in my dash to get this plug through. Oh boy, it's scary. Fucking, that was nothing compared to ripping all these. Like, the cluster is out. My speedometer cluster is just not there anymore.
I'm surprised you were like able to easily do like just take this all apart. I guess it's these Jeeps are more
I'm
built for it, but I don't know if you could like in an average car.
this is every car. For the most part, you start if you know where to find it and know what you're looking for. It's all these panels are either screws when you get to screws or just these stupid fucking clips. That's
Do you
all it
break any
is.
clips?
Didn't break any clips. Didn't
Did
have
you
any leftover screws either.
did you have any plans if you did break a clip?
No, not really.
Hmm.
Would have crossed that bridge when I got there.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Now they're all really fragile, and the next time you touch something, it's gonna like.
No, they seem to be good clips. I some are like that though. You're not wrong. Um these ones seemed okay.
Do you have a
These
picture of
ones
the
weren't too
clips?
bad.
Is that what you're trying to bring up, or are you not?
No, don't got a picture of clips. They're
Yeah.
just like those stupid fucking wedgie things that they pop in and hold. I don't know. So, you want to play a game?
Yeah.
On today's episode of Nick, what does that cost?
I'm ready.
I went
I'm
to a
ready.
machine shop.
You went
Okay.
to a machine shop.
It's my Weaver's Hardware and Machine Shop.
What?
This is
Okay.
a piece of metal.
Okay.
It is an eighth of an inch thick.
Thick.
It has 125-ish degree bend in it.
So it's been manufactured.
It is 3 and 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches the other way.
All right. Do I get a
I
medal?
I have a price for the steel, and I have a it's steel, like
Okay.
hot rolled steel bar. I have a price for steel, and I have a price for making the bend in it and cutting it.
Okay. Well, you see here, Bruno.
I
Back
see.
to my coils of steel.
I'm very familiar.
Like roughly 20 some 20 like 8 I hear 28 gauge a lot. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think 28 gauge is like it's pretty thin. You know, it's pretty 10,000 pounds of it, it's like 30 to 40 grand. Well, it was, but nowadays it might be a little different. But I'm just gonna ignore all that facts. So come on, that's like this is like 3 or 4 times thick as this. So I have to think like 3 or 4 times thick the gauge cost. I don't know if gauges go up that way. Actually, they might go down. Like, well, no, thicker
Correct.
gauge is higher grade.
Gauge is the lower the number, the thicker it is.
It might not be the same gauge that I'm talking about.
It absolutely is.
So why is our architectural gauge thicker and higher numbers in the
Is it not?
residential?
Is it not?
It's not in our books, so we might be doing a different gauge.
Sheet metal gauge, mild steel gauge chart. 28 gauge is 0.0149 inches thick. Yeah, no, it's absolutely smaller number, bigger thickness. Now, this is like mild steel. This isn't roofing material, so maybe there's something different that I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever bought it in coil before.
I have not. You are correct.
That's like so. This is like a small, but this is thick. So I need to think in terms of thick.
It is thick. It's eighth inch.
So, but you sold a bunch of steel for 7 cents, but I feel like that was you're getting robbed on your end.
See, you keep saying sell. I keep thinking got rid of.
You
Okay.
sold steel. But our steel is expensive because we got paint on it. That doesn't have paint.
It
Steel's
does
probably
not.
like dirt cheap. This is probably Chinese steel too. Like we got good Australian steel.
Can't
This is
tell you.
probably cheap Chinese steel.
I do not know the origin of my steel.
This is
You
probably
are
a $30
correct.
piece of. No, did they cut it
Sorry.
from a bigger seep?
I also
Bigger.
need. There's 6 of these that
There's
go.
six.
So can I get you to multiply by 6 whenever you?
Well, no, because that changes how I'm gonna divide. This is a division by 6 now. This is
Okay.
this is a what? Do you buy a piece of steel?
I bought that.
No, no, no. You didn't buy that. You bought a bigger piece of steel that was turned into 6 of that. This is
Sure.
that. No, no. Don't just say sure. That's a huge difference. That's going from buying a small like scrap piece of steel to finding like even a bigger piece of scrap steel that got
Okay.
bent.
Okay. Sure. I
They
can
got
give
this
you
from the
the. I.
no, 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 no. No, no, no. This came from the scrap bin. 100%. This changes everything. This was
Okay.
a long piece of scrap steel that they sold you for like, I mean, how long would it have been total? That's 4 inches. That would have been like 26.
I
That'd be like,
bought 2.5 feet of steel.
oh, this was still scrap. This was like a 2.5. What? How long? 3 inches?
3 3/4.
3 and 3. Oh, fuck. This was such a
It
scrap piece of
4 inch
steel.
wide bar.
Still
Three and three
scrap.
quarter by 4. I
That's a. I'm calling this. They had some scrap piece from some big plate or something they did, and
okay.
they were like, "Hey, we got this piece. We can cut it up." Fuck, they sold you this thing for like 30, 40. I don't know how thick. How thick is it?
Eighth inch.
Mm, seen
It
what? It was.
pretty meaty. It feels meaty.
It would have been like 20, 30 pounds maybe.
Uh, I think less than that.
Less than that.
Yeah.
I have no idea how much. How much thing is. I mean, like so that's like 10. You're paying like couple dollar. Let's say
I
15.
might
I'm
be.
gonna go.
I think I could get you a weight if you need a weight.
I kind of do need a weight at this point.
One moment. It's 3.4 pounds per foot. So I bought 2.5 feet. So that's
10.
yeah,
10. About
sure.
10 pounds of steel. Even
Not
at like
even
your
10.
even at worst jip, you didn't pay more than if you paid more than $40 for 10 pounds of steel, I
Is
would
that
be.
including the bend or just the steel?
No, well, fuck, we are not even in Ben's.
Okay, just the steel? No, I didn't pay $40.
What? I'm not even done yet. Because again, it
Okay.
was scrap.
Yep.
So it was probably like 22 at most.
Okay.
So that's like the steel cost. Um,
I do you want the steel cost
no,
now? Can I tell you
no,
the number?
it's
Okay.
22 bends. We operate in bends per minute. So they bent
Okay.
these things one at a time. Probably took a couple minutes. That's
Okay.
how we
There are
calculate
6 of them.
efficiency. Probably
They
like an old
they
school bender.
are very close to identical too. They did a good job.
This was probably a hand. This probably was no hydraulic or electric
Probably
motor
not.
bender. It was
Well,
just.
it could have been a press with a shape.
Mm, I
I
assumed
don't
it
know
was
how they
like
did
a.
it.
I assumed it was a rig.
A brake, yeah, it goes up like that. Uh huh.
Yeah, I assume it was a brake.
Could have been.
the The curves aren't enough for it to be a machine. See,
Okay.
if it was a machine, those machines cost
See,
like.
it's a weird angle.
Well, that's why it's not a machine. Machines have
Yeah.
to. Machines get more of like a pinch. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is a brake. This is some dude on a break for like 3 minutes. They charge you another like $20 for labor at most, just because they need to like make some. You paid $42 for this whole thing
For the whole thing.
for all six.
Nope.
What was it?
You got surprisingly close. I thought you were gonna blow it way out of proportion, but you did not.
Huh. Was it scrap bin steel?
No.
It was it
I paid $27. Does $28
total?
total.
They charge you shit for labor.
No, they
They just
charged
bent
me.
them.
They charged me 20 minutes at $65 an hour, and the steel was $8.60.
Damn. Still cheap.
Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, worked out pretty good.
You got jip.
And I still have some stuff to do. Like I need to drill some holes and stuff. So I rounded the corners a little bit today. Knocked off burrs on the edges. But yeah. That's that was the item of the day that I bought. And they did it today. Like I went there, then went to the grocery store down the street and came back and it was done.
Crazy. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got these fancy bender. Well, I don't even look real. None of these look.
Like the ones that you feed the sheet into and it just spits out what you need.
Not
Like the
really.
shape.
No, you have to have like
Okay.
someone actually stand there and like flip it and like turn it and then like flip, like
Gotcha.
switch. These machines are like crazy how dangerous they are. You just got a pedal and it's just like.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but it's like
Scary.
ours are like beat to death at work, and
Sure.
um,
I mean, they get used.
well, yeah, 'cause like they're not level anymore. They're like bowed.
Oh,
The
that's an
machine's
issue.
like bowed from just like years of bending.
It's not great.
No, but like it's crazy. Like they make these one panels, and they have to be such precise to the degree. Because if you like aren't, the panel gets so fucking warped after like
It's
30. Like
like
there's
the
one.
the whole percentages of a percentage start getting big when after so many processes.
I think the one panel was like 30 or 40 bends. A crazy,
Yeah.
crazy amount of
Like
money.
if you're off a little bit on every one of those after 30 or 40 of them, it's a problem. But yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like someone. This isn't us. Just someone demoing the bender would be like, Fucking that. It's like. Mhm.
Yeah, they make some crazy shit out. Oh god, that looks scarier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, no, these like we don't
That
make
thing's
something like
scary
that,
looking.
but like we make some of the things I don't understand how they actually like.
Do?
Well, I don't know what they like put it like. It's such a weird shape. Seeing it as like just trim, you're like, where the fuck is that going?
Yeah,
Yeah, we death these machines.
I believe it.
They also run on like Windows like. And, well, no, the one was running
Hell,
on like
you could have
Windows.
said anything and I would have believed what you said.
The one was running on like Windows Vista, like, but it was like it was a new version of Windows Vista. Like it was it's gone now. The screen had to be changed to the opera. It's now Windows 10 based. But like it was like Windows Vista something, but it was like relative. It was like 2012. It was like an old. It was like a new. It was like a new Vista.
Interesting.
Not new, but like new.
Yeah.
Re- Um. But yeah. Oh, guess that game of Nick. I'm getting closer. I'm getting better.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
I know a little bit about this game. Uh. So how did it? Mm, oh, only because we sometimes need this. Apparently, they're trying to make a free version of Photoshop for web.
I saw that. Yeah. I think they're trying
Kind
to
of.
compete with like GIMP and
Well, like
fuck, what's the there's another one that's a web-based thing. Peapod or P something?
it, Photoshop is a really great tool, but it's like such a curve. Like even me as someone that understands tech, it's such a curve to like hop in there. If they had like a light version of Photoshop that can just like have
Yeah.
like big like dummy buttons, I don't
Yeah.
think I would ever
Like
need the.
it's the same thing with video editing software. It's real scary looking until you learn that oh, I use these three buttons or whatever.
Yeah, and there's like 50 others. You're like, what is
Photo P was the thing I was thinking about.
Photo P?
Yeah, it's gotten very popular.
Yeah, give me free uh yeah. Like I'd like to be good at Photoshop. I just the program is just such a in itself. Like you need 10 layers. You need to like sublayer this. You need to overlay this. Like
I mean, layers are one of those things that would be good to learn how to use because they can be very helpful.
they can be, but they have it like every button to known to man to do everything you want for the layer except what you fucking want.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
I know
Uh,
my way around it enough to do some things, but I am by no means an expert.
give me the free. Give me that light version. Give me that web version meant for kids. Photoshops
Yeah.
are us. Like
Well, that's the thing. They want people using it so that they go, "Oh, I need more features.
yeah, but just make a big
I
make
already know Photoshop, so let's just keep going." Like that's what
a
they want.
make a baby one. Don't want to learn
Yeah,
Photoshop.
it's hard. The only good thing about it is whenever you Google something, it's real easy to find the answer to your question.
I'm sure 'cause there's like 1,000 people out there
Yeah.
every day that are using it. Like, pow, 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 pow.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, um, that's kind of neat. I want more free. I'll take like shitty web versions of things if they're free. Give me.
Yeah,
That's why I use
free is
Tinkercad.
good.
I don't need to do a lot of 3D modeling, but when I do,
Yeah.
I can Tinkercad. Nice.
I try to use Fusion 360 and it is. Whoo!
Yeah, like I need the
Ooh.
again, I need the one meant for kids to like build something in a classroom environment that's just like
Yeah.
AutoCAD light.
I mean, like I took a couple years of AutoCAD in high school even,
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
but it doesn't help. The only thing it helps is I have an understanding of how to look at a drawing and understand that it's 3D, which can be a hurdle to get past.
I don't think in I'm not a dimensional thinker. I'm not very good with space.
Yeah.
I'm not. That ain't my spatial awareness. Like one of my least developed skills. I can't load the dishwasher to save my life. Well, I can load it, but it's like not like things don't fit.
Efficient. Yeah.
So I have to wash it every night, except the nights we don't wash it. Then I'm like sitting here trying to play fucking how many shits can I fit in this dishwasher that aren't gonna get.
I've learned that me and my dad, we do
Hmm.
a lot of stuff together. We think so differently about everything. Like, we
Yeah,
just butt heads trying to talk about stuff because neither of us understands either of us. And it makes it so hard to do anything. Like, we'll be trying to explain a plan to each other about something, and just he'll say it one way, I'll say it the complete opposite way. It
funny.
happens a lot.
Uh, uh, yeah, I think one it's pretty good at spatial work. Like he's the one that will like look at a moving van and be like, we're gonna fucking pack this thing to all like we're gonna pack like this thing will be filled
Yeah.
every.
Like, I think we have the same, me and my dad have the same mindset with that. Like, we can
Hmm.
both do it, but the process of doing it is the opposite. But we both accomplish the goal.
I
It's
just give
weird.
up. I'm like, you pack the car.
Go for it.
I
Have at it.
speaking of packing the car, dude,
Yes.
we went on our little trip this weekend, which was fun.
Yeah.
Um, so like the first night we went down, we didn't go the whole way down because it's like 5.5 hours to where we were trying to get to. Um, so we were like, oh, let's not wake up early in the morning and like do it because that's just gonna be annoying as fuck. So the night before we went down like 3.5 hours, and like I found out country inn and suite for like $70. Not bad.
Yeah.
Dude, this was like the nicest, shittiest, not shitty hotel, but like, it was like,
It was a nice bad hotel.
yeah, like holy shit, country inn and suites are nice. I just got like the $70 double queen bedroom, expecting just like two queens and nothing else. Shit, we got a living room. We had like a
God
nice
damn.
bathroom. We had that. We like a not a full size, but like the big mini fridge, not the little cube.
Yeah, that's
It was like
sounds
fucking
pretty
dope.
sick.
I'm like, holy shit. Um, uh, breakfast was all right, but yeah. Then we hit up winery day. Fucking, we went to the New Kent, which is what you guys. I don't know if it was Dit alone, but I know he grabbed it because it was in his area,
Yeah.
or if you guys chipped in for it. But like the one you got
I
us
don't
wine
even
from,
remember, to be honest. But yes.
um, stopped there. So that was kind of neat. So expensive,
Was it?
ridiculous expensive. Um, yeah, no, thanks for those wines. I like. There's not as many wineries down there close together,
Yeah.
and that causes less competition. I like the
Supply is
beauty.
lower,
Yeah, the
so
beauty of the Finger Lakes is if like someone's charging you like it was like $15 a tasting, and I'm like the Finger Lakes if it's more than 10, probably just gonna leave and go. The only place I paid more than 10 was at the one Three Brothers where I bought a $40 passport and got 20 different wines to taste.
yeah, that's a lot.
Like four different like venues of four different styles.
Yeah.
So it was like $40 was worth. Um, but the yeah, that was expensive. So we like left there. So we like stayed in this old ass hotel and our it was like European theme. We stayed in our room, nice room and all. But with our package, we got like four tastings. One was at a winery there, which was dope. They had like a double decker deck that you could sit
Yeah.
on. That was dope. Had some wines there. Then we went to a meadery. So mead
Oh,
is wine made out of honey.
yeah.
But before we did a tasting of the mead, they had us taste honeys. So fuck, I had 12 different types of honeys, at least, they had this like, oh my god, honey's very different.
Honey gets very expensive too,
Mm-hmm.
depending
Oh
on
yeah.
like some of that honey is hard to get what they're trying to get to because you
Well,
just
like
have to have certain stuff around it.
the other thing is like if you want X honey, so let's say you want blueberry honey, you have to let you have to let the blueberry plants grow to the point where uh they can be pollinated.
Yeah,
Then you have to put a hive out. The bees have to like that plant, and then as soon as the season's almost done, you have to harvest. And you can only like to get that specific honey, you can
yeah.
only be growing
There's a
plants.
certain window that you can
It's
do it.
just such small windows to get what you wanted. Um, so yeah, that's why yes, we don't like mead. Mead
No,
it it has it's something I would go and like if there is a meadery to get a tasting with, I would definitely do a tasting of it and be like, "Ooh, this is," like, "Ooh, okay, let me try this, let me try that." Um, but it all like in the end of the day really tastes very samey,
okay,
and it just has like I don't know, it has like a taste profile that like it never leaves a good taste in your mouth, in my opinion.
interesting.
Madeline's very like you just walk away going, eh.
I know Fee made mead once.
Yeah. I yeah,
It's one of those that's a little more easily obtainable for someone to make it at home, I think.
yes. It was I mean, yeah, it's just not something I would
It's just not for you, and that's yeah. I'm
no,
sure there
I'd
are people
taste
out
it.
there that like it,
I would taste
but
it and well, I don't know. It's so expensive. You have to be I think it'd be really hipstery.
gotcha.
But they have this thing called whipped honey. I didn't buy a jar, but I kind of regret not buying a jar. It's whipped honey, but they have different flavors. This one we tried is like with cocoa. It was like chocolate icing. Like
Really?
I have no better way to describe it other than I would put it on top of a cake or a cupcake, and it like is the
Yeah.
consistent. It's like a little bit more like granular because it's like crystallized when it whips.
Sure. That's weird
Um,
sounding.
but like very frostingy consistent. So good, so good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Last two were beers. I don't know. I like beer, but I don't know. They're all citrus. Like they could do like two things with beers. It's either a lager, which all lagers taste the same. Sorry,
They
it's
do.
just like standard. A lager tastes like a lager. Lagers don't taste like anything else. I have a Mexican lager in my fridge to try. Um, I got 3 free beers for just going to watch this webinar tomorrow.
Oh,
Uh,
that's right. You said that.
I just sign up for these things. I just get free shit. I got free steaks the one time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, this one's beer. Um, but then everything's like citrusy, like orange or like grapefruit. Like they get so fucking citrusy, or they get really hoppy, and you're like, ooh, let me just drink this loaf of bread. Like, ooh,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hoppy.
let me blend
It's
this
not.
bread
It's
with
yeah.
water,
It's definitely not for me.
add some like whole wheat into it, fucking tastes like. But yeah. Then we had $100 gift card with our package that we used at the restaurant at the like hotel. $50 or there were 40 like some dollar steaks. Fillets, oh,
Good.
small but like like you can tell they were like the TikTok. Let's base that with like fancy butter and stuff.
Yeah.
Big old big
It's
old
been a
bucket
while
of
since I had a
mussels.
really good steak like that. See, I'm not a. I'd rather get like a ribeye than a fillet. I think, in my opinion.
They only had fillets. Like that was
Yeah.
it.
But
Small
don't get me
menu.
wrong. A fillet is great. I think the portion is just the thing that I get not so happy about. But and then I enjoy a ribeye so much.
Okay.
I've had one ribeye that I loved
I
at a
think
restaurant,
you've
but it was stupid.
I think you spoil yourself by getting the thickest cuts of meat for personal use steak that you can't go somewhere else and accept that other people don't need an inch and a half thick. Like,
They don't cook right.
they don't. But I feel like you still go to your butcher and like, give me the thicker.
When I buy steaks, I usually get to determine how thick they are. Yes, you are correct.
And how thick do you normally get them?
At least an inch.
At least an inch. Like,
Last ones I got were like an inch and a half.
that's
But
what I thought it was.
they were New York strips, but yeah, they were thick.
I thought that I know they're strips, but that's a still you can't. That doesn't like.
It was like a square.
I was gonna say that doesn't like to make it better. That's still like an inch and a half thick of meat.
So the reason I got them so thick that time was I got a sous vide machine and wanted to try like nice cuts. And this New York strip, I bought the whole loin because I had to, and it was
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
fuck
whoa, whoa, whoa.
for the price. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want to. I don't want you to put it out there in this world that you had to buy all. Like
Okay.
this was a
And
Bruno decision.
they it was so thin the loin, so I had to cut them thick, and it wasn't an issue because I was cooking it. So it was like, oh, just give them thick. Give me squares of meat.
And on that day, Bruno discovered it was an issue.
Not a
Or
great
was
steak.
what?
Wasn't good. Not good meat.
Yeah, it was. Didn't you say like the quality of the meat alone was pretty bad?
Yeah. And there was a lot of fat, and it was not the good kind of fat.
Like the real like congealed like chewy fat that you're
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
you just like spit out because you're like I'm not gonna
Like
try to like.
the first ones I cooked with the fat on.
Hmm.
Ain't doing that again. Second ones I cooked, I trimmed it off, made it much better. But it's yeah,
Normally more of a even like when we go like on our way home we were like oh we didn't feel like going to like a fast food place just to get like something on the road. We're like let
yeah,
we have a 5 hour straight trip home. Let's stop and get like a dinner. So like we went to Longhorn, like average steakhouse. Nothing too
yep.
good, nothing too bad.
They're
But
they're not bad though.
like there I wouldn't get I don't get the steak. I get the Parmesan encrusted chicken, and oh my god, is that like get those places? I'll get like a good like good chicken dish over like a steak
Yeah,
dish. But
I
oh
don't agree
fucking
with you, but I understand it.
man, the steaks are just like steak to me is average. Fuck, I don't
Yeah,
need it to be. Unless I'm paying like $42 for like a like great experience. There's no like average steak
yeah,
at a good price. But you can get me some chicken tenders, not chicken like tenderloin, like those that cut of meat.
yeah,
Um, fucking like get those good and like get a good like crust on those things. Dump a bunch of cheese on that shit. Oh,
yeah. I mean, chicken can
whip
be
them up with some
delicious.
mashed potatoes. Oh,
Like for instance, your wedding,
hmm,
the beef was like medallions, and that threw me off. So I said, "Oh, I'll get the chicken." Chicken was fantastic.
yeah. Chicken's a sleeper. Cheap, but it like sleepers as in better than some beef. Like
Yeah,
beef has to be. I think you can get away with like fancier beef is very good, and average beef is like can be disappointing. But like
yes.
chicken, a lot of chickens just. I'm not saying there's not bad chicken, but a lot of chicken just very average.
It's harder to mess up chicken, I think.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you can still do it.
No, no, I just mean like quality of meat. Like your average
Oh,
chicken just
sure. Sure.
like
Yeah. You're
I mean
right.
you can get your a what 5 Wagyu beef,
Yeah.
or you can get your Walmart brand beef, and those are two different quality of beefs you're gonna be. But like
Almost completely different.
yeah,
Like don't even put them in the same category. Different. But yes.
but like
Even like choice and prime, I can tell a difference.
but like chicken is just like when's the last
Chicken's
time you
chicken
like
almost.
yeah like it's
I
the
don't
same
pay extra for fancy chicken.
no because there's no
It's
such
just
thing.
chicken.
like that's what I mean. Like it's
I've heard some people say that there can be a difference, but not me.
fucking pointed out to me.
Not
Pointed
me.
out. It's as good as it is in chicken nugget form. It's as good as it is in like fancy. Like what form of it do you want? Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no.
Fucking
I have.
I'll go. Sorry.
I've cooked a little bit of sous vide chicken.
Yeah.
It's impressive
Oh.
because there's
Oh.
no. It doesn't dry out at all. Like
Yeah.
bad chicken. The first thing you think is that's dry.
Mhm.
It just doesn't happen.
Oh yeah. No.
It's weird. It's
I like
almost a different texture even.
like we're having fajitas tomorrow, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, like we put it in the. Can we like just throw it in the crock pot? Chicken like it's hard to get dry chicken in the crock pot if you have it like enough liquid.
As long as you do. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, don't just throw like a piece of chicken in the crock pot.
Sure.
But like if you like
Yeah, put some stuff in, get it
like the
going good.
fajita mix marinade, like whatever like the water recommended with that,
Yeah.
just dump it in there, put the chicken in the water, and let that like cook through. I love slow cooked chicken because it pulls really well, and you can put it in
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like we're gonna put them in like wraps.
Yeah.
It turns out better than me trying to like big old meat like scissor cut it up into like chunks and try to like cook it real quick.
Yeah. Chicken's a good one.
You fish guy?
I don't eat it much, but I enjoy it every time I do and say that I want to do it more and make fish more.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not a fish person. I could be like I'm like you. I could like eat it and be like, damn, I could eat fish. Like start
Yeah.
get a nice like fillet
Like what
or
kind of fish do you like?
um. I've never cooked it. I've always had it raw. I don't think I like salmon cooked, but I don't really know for sure to tell you. But like I
Okay.
think I could. I think I
They're
could go in
very
like a.
different, but
Is it patty or a fillet? What's a slab of salmon called? Is it like what do you?
fillet. Yeah.
Is it a fillet?
Yeah.
Always like
I
a
mean,
cod.
sometimes they cut crossways.
Mhm.
Like if you gut a fish, you can take like I almost want to say they call them chops, maybe if they go that way. But no, like if you take the side off, it's a fillet.
Gotcha. I mean your average cod. Your average just like white piece
Yeah,
of like cod. Um, Alaskan fresh cod. Whatever the
whatever. Or like
after
pollock, I
that.
think is very similar.
Um, I like a lot of fried food, like deep fry that shit, like
Oh
fish and
yeah,
chips, like
delicious. Just
um
delicious.
flounder, like fried
Yeah,
flounder. Like I've had that. That's really good. Um, I mean, fish and chips can be like a shit ton of different varieties. So like
sure.
insert like top three most popular fish fry like
Yeah.
fish and chips.
I mean, they're
Uh,
usually all like a white fish.
yeah, something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I or salmon always
mm,
good. You know,
yeah,
until you mess it up, but salmon's good. Sous vide salmon has changed me a little bit. That was the one that man
fancy,
like, wow, I could do that like daily.
fancy.
It was just really good. Uh I love tuna. Like you get me a tuna steak, oh boy, I'm in heaven.
I well, I guess I lie. I like raw tuna. I don't know if I like. I don't really know if I've cooked tuna much.
Yeah. I love me some tuna. And then
Um,
mahi mahi's good. Wahoo is good.
I haven't gotten to the more exotic fishes.
Yeah. What's some other ones that I've had? Bluefish.
Hmm.
It's one that a lot of people say isn't good. I'm okay with it. It's a very oily fish.
I would see. I guess if I want to do more of the like mahi mahi, I think of like the islands.
Yeah.
Like they have tropical like areas with like those. I'd
Hmm.
want like real authentically prepped ones, like where some dude is like putting it under like a charcoal fire pit, like between like some like we gut it, then we put it between some banana
Yeah.
leaves and we throw it underneath like the charcoal pit, and then you like whip
I'm
it out and the thing's delicious.
I'm sure it's great, yeah.
Like if
But like
I'm
I've gotten mahi that I've caught off Delaware
okay,
and cook that, and it's every time I have it, I love it. It's good fish.
nah, see, I'd want some like authentic, some dude on the beach, just like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
fucking give me that, let me wrap it up, and like
Yeah.
other than that, then it's just like I feel like I would just be like boring.
I like a long time ago in Boy Scouts, I went to Sea Base and stayed on an island. And one of the days we went out fishing, and like every one of us caught a mahi. We had so much fish. We were eating fish until we couldn't eat fish anymore. It was great, but God, it was so much fish.
Some need some chips after that.
Yeah, I mean that would have been great.
Mm,
Good fish, good chip, good stuff. Yeah,
trying to think.
fish is good. I'm a fan of fish. Should eat more fish. But it seems like every time I think that, I don't.
Yeah, yeah. We do turkey. We do turkey burgers. Like I love a good turkey burger.
I just, I can't. I just don't enjoy them. I don't know.
Really.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I dry them out every time. I've never had a good poultry burger.
I normally do them on like a skillet because we don't have a grill. But this time I did it on a George Foreman. Turned out pretty well.
That's good. Good to hear.
Hate using that thing though. So hard to clean.
Yeah, they can get a little rough.
This one's nice because the plates pop out, but like the plates hold on to everything. Like they're not like they're like
They're not nonstick.
well they should they like are, but like they just it doesn't work. Things
Yeah,
still stick
it's a problem. Not
because it
good.
gets so hot and like things just burn onto like things just burn onto the plates.
Yeah,
There's little grooves and you have to like sponge between the grooves. I just fucking hate it. Love to use it, hate to clean it.
yeah. I
I
mean,
wish
that
they had a
makes you
flat.
not want to use it.
Yeah, I wish I had like a flat top, like plates. That way you just like flat top a burger type thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's something out there.
One. I want to learn how to make a smash burger. I love to make my own smash burgers.
I could do that one day, maybe.
Don't you, I
I've
feel like
thought about it too. I have a weight. Yeah,
do you have to like you crush them and then just leave them, or do you crush them and leave the weight on?
I don't know. Haven't done it. Couldn't tell you. I'm of no
Why do people
assistance.
put the cylinder on burger? Like, what does that do? Like, they put the pan on top of it. Is that to like
I don't know.
a lot of help
Sometimes
over
it's
here?
weight. Like if I cook burgers in a pan, I usually use a weight, which keeps them uniform. If you don't do it, sometimes they squeeze up and
Hmm.
get all meatbally. They try to turn into a meatball.
Yeah, I guess. I just poke mine a lot and they start like again. Um,
I think the poking's not so good. Dries them
it's
out.
not. I don't know. Like the ones I feel like mine are so like the amount of liquid that I don't understand how there's that much liquid in it.
Yeah, it's a
And
lot.
then like when I eat them, they're still like fine, but like I feel like where is this all this liquid coming from?
20% usually is burger is fat.
Yeah, I'm sure they're lying to me about that one.
They want to put more in
That's what I
because it's
mean. I'm
cheap.
sure they're lying.
So probably there you go.
Well, you watch anything interesting lately?
Mm, no, but I'm getting an itch. Thinking about starting up One Piece again.
They just dropped new English episodes not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. They
Yeah, I
keep
know.
there's like batches coming out every once in a while.
How many like in the last batch that dropped? How many do you think? Like how many episodes drop in a batch?
if you give me 30 seconds, I could find out.
I just know because I saw my like one site. It was like all new English episodes. I'm like,
Yesterday, 11 episodes dropped.
okay.
I'm sure there's probably others.
Got any good arcs coming up?
I stopped in the middle of an arc,
Oh,
like in the middle of a fight.
damn.
So I don't know.
The puttering is real.
Yeah, it was just like it was a lot. It was. Let me look, because it was a shit ton of episodes. You know, I just was watching it for forever. I stopped on episode 470, which is like smack dab in the middle of the ending fight of an arc, I think. I know everybody always says the Dressrosa, I think. Or DeRosa something. Like that's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the next one, I think. Nope, it's not. It's there's one arc in between. So
You living it up?
sorry, I'm talking about sagas. The arcs are in the saga. I have a few arcs.
Is it okay? Is that how they handle that?
They do, yeah. Like I'm in the Marineford arc. Nope, I lied. I'm in the Impel Down arc. Fuck it, they go back and forth. No, I was right the first time. I'm in the Marineford arc. Yeah. And then post-war, then I go to Fishman Saga.
Fishman Saga?
Fishman Island Saga.
Fishman Island.
Yeah, that's a couple arcs. And then I get to Dressrosa, which I think is both a big one and a good one.
Well, you see, Bruno. You're gonna watch everything get up to the good arc, then putter out again, and in like 3 weeks get back.
And that's fine. It's, you know, it's whatever. Like that won't upset me. I'm starting to get the itch to watch it again, to like have something solid to go to.
Yeah. You just need that good. Classic.
I do.
Well,
I think I'm a little past halfway of English.
not too bad. Not too bad. One day you'll be up to date, and then you'll have nothing else. That'll be it. It'll be done.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
I mean, I got a list to go to, so
You'll look back at that and you'll be like, I don't want to watch any of that.
I do that regularly.
You'll be like, no thanks.
That's exactly what happens. And then I finally start something and I enjoy it. And then I just watch it. But that list, it all looks like shit.
Yep. I know how it is. I have a whole list. I'm like, none of these are trash.
Exactly.
Trash. I never watched it. Sorry.
Speaking of shows, I got my Nezuko Funko Pop that I ordered like a year and a half ago today.
Yeah, good on you for like waiting that one out.
I just forgot about it. It's easy.
Just forget about it. Forehead.
I pre-ordered it like the day it dropped, and that was it. Never got it until today.
Should have had that Funko's reward program. Garrett.
I fucking whatever. I ordered it on Amazon because I had a gift card for Amazon and just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it, forget about it. Eventually it'll come. The day when they start shipping comes, nothing. A month goes by, nothing. Like 6 more months goes by, I get one. And then it was like another 4 months and I got the other one. So, whatever.
Um, I I never watched it all in like order in like a logical way, but I'm going back and watching uh two two of the runs of the Doctor Who of the
Oh,
Doctors I'd
okay.
never watched in order. Um,
Never got into that one, but I've heard it's good.
they at one point there's what currently is now is like the reboot. There's like the
Yeah.
first season. Let me pull it up. I forget who the Doctor was the first season. Like they rebooted it, which is fine. I mean, it like went off the air for a while. It started back in like the 70s or whatever. Get like a give me an episode list. The whole idea is like every so many years, like they get a couple seasons and then the Doctor changes.
Yeah.
Um, it's a fun way to keep the show like different. Yeah, I don't know. It was like season one of the new Doctor Who. It would have been before David Tennant, so Christopher Elkinson, the ninth
Gotcha.
Doctor, because it ended in '96, or they did
Yeah.
one like season or something. It was a thing from the 60s. Sorry, not even 70s. It was like
Yeah.
60s. They did it all the way up to 89. Then they stopped it. You know, cheesy, corny back in the day. I don't know what the 1996 was. Maybe just like a special. Maybe it was like a little event. But then
Who
in
knows? Yeah.
2005, they rebooted it.
There they are.
Um, so I should have just started the first season, but I didn't because I never see anyone say anything. They probably do say it, but I don't personally see too many people say anything about that first guy.
Yeah. I know what you
So
mean.
I'm like, but everyone talks about David Tennant and Matt Smith. So I'm like, let me start there. They're like the
Yeah.
two I know people talk about. So I'm watching through those. I started at the beginning of Peter Capaldi. Um, he's my
Okay.
favorite out of all the modern. I didn't watch the old ones. I don't know. Maybe they were all good, but like the modern ones, he's like my favorite. Um, they did the um Jodie Walker. It was the first female Doctor. She's all right. I don't not that I hate her being a female. I just think she had poor writing to like.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's different directors, different episodes.
Yeah.
I think she had some weak writers and directors that like made her stories like blasé. I don't even know who the new one is. If you click on the Nikuti,
This guy right here.
Nayut Nayuti, is that an E or C? See,
Let's see.
can't see. Does it say how to pronounce it?
It's somewhere in here. Oh, shooty. That
Shooty?
that 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 word that starts with an N is shooty.
Oh, all right.
Shooty Gatwa. It's a new one.
All right, whatever. Okay. Um, yeah, fuck if I know how to actually pronounce name.
I mean, that one's a special. That one's something.
But yeah, it's always bad. It's always a little cheesy. But the world they have some pretty cool world building,
That's good.
cool like settings. So I'm watching those. But yeah, that's all. I haven't watched much else.
Yeah, me neither. I picked up a couple shows this season. Nothing noteworthy.
No, except the one that was noteworthy because it was really good, and you just refused to acknowledge how good it is.
No, golf is good. Yes.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
that one's. It's not noteworthy good. It's just fine, which is good in the grand scheme of things.
Um. Oh
I
man,
don't
I just
know.
lost my train.
It's a bad
Just
season, I guess. Critical Role is bad for the past like month.
I've tried to. I'm so far into this episode, but it's just like
I'm over it. I don't want it.
this
Just
one's
fucking give
so.
me back the other stuff.
This one is like to me, it feels a little forced, just because like they have to play like because it is a calamity. They have to play like that they're evil, which I guess is fun to play with. But when you watch like when average critical role is people like being good, and like you just see these characters that are making bad decisions because they just are making bad decisions.
Yeah. It just feels rushed and forced, which doesn't make it as good. I don't know. It's not the same. It's not the DM's fault. I think he's a good DM. It's just how it is.
Yeah. Oh shit, I know that actor. Um, that Nick Coote. He's in
Oh, do
another show.
you?
He's in another show I watched before, and I didn't realize that was his actual name. Also, his like
Gotcha.
picture looks
That's
a little
neat.
different.
That's good. That's cool.
Be fine. Um, the uh, yeah, critical. I mean, what next week is it? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 5.5 hours is like really hard to get through too in a week. It's a
Yeah, it's a
lot of
lot. It's a lot.
get caught up. Log in. Stay alert. Calamity is near.
When's it over?
Next week, 4 episodes.
I know.
And we're gonna get back to the other show, and we're not gonna know what they're talking about, and it's just gonna be so confusing.
They were like in the middle of buying stuff or something stupid too.
Yeah, but you'll have the one new like guest that has like the most annoying voice that I don't want to hear.
Whoa. I thought it wasn't bad, and then it happened, and then I agreed with you that it was bad.
Ugh. Just don't do it. Don't do, oh, Fallout 5 is 4, 6. What's the next Fallout? Did they make Fallout 4?
They definitely made 4, because that was the one with the city
Oh
building.
yeah, Fallout 5's coming after Elder Scrolls 6. They announced. Elder
So, never?
Yeah, like everyone's reaction was just like, "What the fuck? How is this supposed to make us feel better?" Like, why? Oh man! Another news: one day the sun will burn out.
Yes, Elder Scrolls 6 is in pre production. What? So, fucking never.
It was like 27, 17, 18 that we got like the preview that they. How is it in pre-production? It's been 4 years since they like told us they were working on it.
2018. It has been 4 years. Holy shit.
Can't be in pre-production. You can't be in pre-production for 4 years.
Apparently, you can. The second story on Google is Bethesda breaks silence on Elder Scrolls 6 development with bad news. What the
Probably like,
fuck?
I don't know. Crazy.
Not good.
Crazy how the studio can has like none of their IPs are bad. Like everyone, like they're some of the most beloved IPs in like gaming.
Yeah, really, for sure. People love
And
it.
like multiple of them. Like you could even
Yeah,
say with Halo, like after three, no one gave a shit. Like because ODST wasn't real. To be honest, like, it was just Halo 3. It was like Halo 3 multiplayer. Reach
yeah.
was fine, but it was like the people that were into it were getting older and they just weren't into it anymore. Um, I don't. Gears of War never held up. I don't know if you played those.
No, because I never really had an Xbox.
I mean, the CODs really died off after Modern Warfare 2. Well, Black Ops 2 maybe at
Black Ops
most.
2 was okay. Yeah.
But even then, when's the last time someone's been like, "Oh, good COD game"?
I mean, like, I think our group is people that know of COD, maybe play COD. They were never the COD fanatics, though.
Even like community wise, a new one comes out and everyone's just like, "This sucks."
Yeah, because it does. It's turning into
Um,
sports games where they copy paste and put new names in.
like Bethesda games suck, but like they're good.
Yeah, people love them.
But yeah, so
Except Fallout 76, because that was a dumpster fire.
good dumpster fire.
But even that, like, you like it, and it was still a dumpster fire.
Better than Anthem.
True. Very true. That one was worse. Can that game even be played anymore?
I think you can play. Yeah, I'm still in the subreddit. Every once in a while, someone's like, "Oh, we should get this game back again." Everyone's like, "Just stop. Let it die. Please stop." There's like no new content ever. So everyone's like completely like they have to create like fun things. You have to like self-create fun things to do, and it's like 3 or 4 dungeons, and it's they've been running them for years now.
It's so bad.
That's even been a multiple years since that one came out.
You know what a game I'm surprised about?
But
Destiny. Surprised that Destiny has the player base it does.
it was made by Bungie, and it was good.
I know, and that's the thing. I guess it's me that just doesn't. I don't know. It
I
doesn't
was
do
just
much.
pissed off when they made Destiny 2.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
I was like, well, I just put all this work and effort in. You're supposed to just update this. Like it's an MMO. You're supposed to just. They didn't make like WoW 2.
Yeah. Well, get fucked.
I guess they did make WoW 2 because there was classic and then there was like everything. But like you get the idea.
Yeah.
Um, trying to feel a little bit. Did I have anything else? I don't know. There was alien. China says they found aliens. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I heard. I saw that. It was kind of weird.
Internet Explorer died. Didn't die. I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I can like type in it not. Until like I just launched Internet Explorer on my computer. It's it's still here. Still takes me to MSN.
I had an issue because Google stopped allowing non-secure apps to authenticate into Gmail.
Mhm.
My camera system stopped sending email photos.
Yeah.
I made a Yahoo address to replace it.
You made a Yahoo. There was no
I made it.
workaround.
I mean, I think there might have been, but I just didn't care at that point.
Damn. They've been
Because
pretty
Google,
fucking
like,
desperate to
just.
make a Yahoo.
Well, if Google axed it from working once, they'll do it again, okay? They still get sent to the Gmail address. It's just a Yahoo address sending it now.
Damn.
So that was my workaround.
Yeah. What can I say? Um.
I'm looking at Reddit to see if anything crazy happened in the last week. I went top of the week of all and looking to see if anything crazy.
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like anything.
Lame.
Yep. Lame week.
I need to I need to transition most of my accounts to like my Gmail account. My other one I use is Comcast.net, and if I ever like get rid of Comcast, like I need to like transition away from
They
like
might let you still access it, but
they
I
probably I
don't
think
know.
they do. You have to like I think you have to like authenticate to it like every 6 months. By like but I think it means like if you have something logged into it, I think that counts.
Yeah.
It's like crazy though, like losing an email can't. Um
I hopped on the Gmail train early, so I'm pretty set.
I've been using Gmail more. Um but yeah,
I mean, like, oh God, I was in high school and was using it,
I've
so it
had
was at
both.
least like 2010.
I was using my Gmail for everything that was like uh FanDuel, Gmail, Formula One, Gmail, you know, uh Anchor FM, Gmail, Alamo Ammo, or yes, that like just all those things I've been using, like Panera Bread, Gmail. I was doing it for like that stuff for the longest time. And the important stuff was my other stuff, but I just have to get it all kind of.
Yeah, I have a shit ton of emails in my Gmail account though. I look at them, but I don't read them, so it says they're new.
Hmm.
It's like thousands of emails.
Oh, I ordered a Galaxy Note or not Note, a Galaxy 22 Ultra.
Did you?
Yeah,
You have to let me know what you think about it.
got a little pen.
I think I need to be in the market for a new phone soon.
I like it. I like working. I we do Samsung for Androids at work. I like Samsung.
Yeah, I had some bad experiences, but that was a long time ago. So
So I'll have like
maybe
the
I'm
curved
maybe I'm
screen.
over it.
I think it like I got it from Samsung.com. So I think it said it was gonna be
Do you
here
have
like
it?
no, it'll be here in like 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
There was some deal that we had a pile of phones at work. We were just that were on a recycling pile, and they had some like trade-in deal that if you just sent in a phone, you get like so much money back. So it was cheaper than going through like Verizon or any stuff.
It's good.
And the phones were just
Helps
getting
out.
recycled.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, yep. Uh, I will say, with these phones that are getting like bigger and bigger cameras, I got like screen protectors that go over the cameras because they become such a target for just shattering.
Yeah, I have a case that has a dimple where they are. So, but my case
It's
is
even that you
thick as
put it like
shit.
with something in your keys, like there's so much glass around them now that like
Yeah,
if it like goes up against it can crack those like things.
that little piece of glass. Yeah, I've heard about that happening to people.
Well, when you have like this thing has like 5 cameras on it, like when it was like one or
It's a
two,
shit ton.
or was yours fancy with 3 or something like that, or how
No,
many did you have?
mine's two. So I have a fingerprint sensor down
Oh yeah,
here
that's your finger
and
down there.
a just two camera thing.
Yeah,
But my
and
whole
like,
back is glass.
but that's like covered by the case doesn't cover those, and that's like the thing. But this thing has
Yeah.
one, two, three, four, five cameras and the little spot for the like light.
Mhm.
Oh, one's an IR like sensor too, but still, this is like a lot of glass that's out.
It's got to be a hole, or else you can't use your camera. So
Yeah. So, well, I think that's pretty good. Pretty dead night. Good night to do a podcast. Because that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
see you later.